Current American President Joe Biden is reported to have tested positive for COVID-19. Now, it is thought that he's got mild symptoms, which includes respiratory symptoms such as a non-productive cough, feeling generally lethargic, but there's no other symptoms such as shortness of breath or fever, which are positive signs for when you have got COVID, which indicates that you're likely to have a quick recovery. It has also been reported that he has taken the antiviral medication Paxlovid, which tends to reduce the symptoms of COVID if taken within a short period of time. Now, as we know, Biden was meant to do his campaign election trail, for the second term of presidency. And there has been discussions amongst his own Republican Party about replacing him with someone else. Could it be Kamal Harris? Could it be the governor of California, the governor of Miami, or whoever they think is in the best position to challenge Trump for the presidency? Right now, in my opinion, Trump is way ahead in the polls. He's just survived a recent assassination attempt. He looks more athletic and active than Joe Biden. Now, the main concern with Joe Biden having COVID, as we know, COVID can progress into long COVID if you've not recovered within 3 to 6 weeks. And one of the main symptoms of long COVID is fatigue. Now, fatigue can be very debilitating. And I remember when I had COVID, the fatigue was one of my main symptoms. I felt like an 80-year-old man. Now, Biden is 81. With fatigue, he's likely to feel like a 165-year-old man. And this fatigue can affect him in terms of the campaign election trail. Can he go to different states? He was meant to be in Delaware, I presume. Can he go to different states? Can he do speeches? Can he stand for long hours? Trump was speaking for 92 minutes. Can Joe Biden match that and speak for 92 minutes? There's also the issue regarding his gaffes. He keeps making mistakes. He called President Zelensky of Ukraine, President Putin. So if COVID-19 affects your mental faculties, how much more gaffes is Joe Biden going to do? Now, the focus on Joe Biden right now is on recovery, making sure that he's in a good state to now continue with his campaign. Joe Biden has had previous COVID-19 in 2022, so he's well familiar with the symptoms of COVID, and I think Trump also had his back in 2020. Though for some reason, Trump is in denial about COVID-19 existing, which is what actually cost him the election in the first place. Now, the CDC have their latest guidance for COVID, and they state that people can resume normal activity after symptoms are improving, and as long as there's no fever for at least 24 hours. But they also advise that for the next 5 days after resuming normal activity, you should still wear a mask and keep your distance from others. It was reported that when Biden was walking to his Air Force One airplane, he was not wearing a mask, and neither were the people around him not wearing a mask either. So it goes to show that no one pays importance to COVID-19 restrictions or CDC guidance anymore. So it is going to be interesting what's going to happen in the next few days as Biden continues to recover from COVID. I'm sure he's got the best doctors around him, making sure he makes a good recovery. Like I said, he's taking his first dose of Paxlovid. They'll be giving him lots of fluids, any paracetamol, ibuprofen for headaches. They might even give him an antibiotics, because even though antibiotics do not help you recover from a viral infection, antibiotics helps to reduce the chances of having a secondary bacterial infection, such as a pneumonia, and it also speeds up the recovery from a viral infection by up to 24 hours. So Biden should no doubt be having the best care, and I do hope he recovers from COVID, because as we know, COVID is not a disease you wish upon anyone. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take good care of yourself.